Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. About two and a half weeks ago in the video you're about to see, I recorded an intro that day, but the wind was terrible bad. You couldn't understand a word I said, so I'm going to recap that intro and I'll try to keep it as short as possible. I'm a member of the 24th State Relic Recovery Group, metal detecting club here in Southwest Missouri. Now there's some other members of this group you might recognize, PlugMasterFord and Missouri Mike. Now speaking of PlugMaster, he's able to get you discounts on anything metal detecting, and more on that here in just a second. Knowing this, I asked him about the new macro Simplex Plus. Like some of you, I was curious about all the hype and how well he liked it, and what he was able to do for me on discounts if I purchased one. He suggested,
"Hey Chris, before you buy one, why don't you try my Simplex out first?"
Well, I couldn't pass that up. Unfortunately, I had time constraints, not from Jeff, but it was of my own doing. I also wanted to get the Simplex back to him as soon as possible. So I had about 3 hours to try it out. Ahead of time, I did a bit of YouTubing to bone up on how to use it, like ground balancing, the different modes and such. Now I got to admit, it was pretty easy to get started and set up. Now throughout the next couple of videos coming up, I'm going to be using my own Simplex Plus. Am I getting away from Garrett metal detectors? Probably not, but I'm going to keep the Simplex in my arsenal, and I'm going to continue to learn and use it. It has a lot of cool features. It's lightweight, it's waterproof, which is very important to me. I love water hunting in the summer. It's easy to assemble, volume control, which is important because I'm deaf in my left ear, and it has many more features. Hopefully I'll mention in those coming videos. I've posted PlugMaster's email below, so if you have any questions or if you're interested in any equipment, just give him a shout. Thanks again for joining me. A big thank you to PlugMaster for the trial run on the Simplex. Now, let's go dig some windy holes. This is my first time out with it, and I'm enjoying it so far. My second hole, I've got something here, I think. My first thought would be like a part of a spoon or something. What do you think?
Oh, I see it, yeah. It sure looks like a spoon or fork.
Looks like it's already got fancy. Ooh, it's
It does have fancy on it. That's it. That's the top part of the spoon.
Look at the fancy on that.
Oh, you'll be able to detail that out.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Don't ask me about numbers. I don't know that yet. Looks like it's silver plated now.
Yeah. Setting for one.
Yes. Very pretty.
Congratulations.
That'll look good cleaned up.
Oh.
Numbers, the way I learn a new machine is I start with the high tones. I just dig the high tones are a good repeatable tone that doesn't jump around a whole lot, and that's what this was. Again, I couldn't remember the numbers. It's too new to me. I'm a Garrett guy. The numbers are completely different. I can tell you that right now, that they're completely different than what you would find on the Garrett AT Max or the AT Gold. We were getting ready to head right over there, but the cattle are all in that spot that we wanted to hit. So there's a big rock wall that runs down behind that way, and we're going to head around the barn and go out that way, but I just happened to get a signal as we was walking through here. One thing, I don't think I'm used to digging this deep of holes out here. This is my second deep hole. My first hole was one of those triangular blades. So we are going to continue on and try to have a little fun. The pump was in the basement. Pump that was in the basement's actually laying over on top of the cellar hole. Lance just said he has a fancy buckle. I just covered up the hole where I got that spoon or fork piece. Fancy buckle. Oh, that is fancy. Isn't that amazing? We've been over this probably a dozen or more times.
But there's a remnants of some plating on it.
Oh, there sure is.
I'll clean it up and we'll get a better picture.
Alright, I'll kind of give you an idea of where we're at. There's Lance. There's the beginning of a rock wall we were going to hit. I was going to take this side. He's going to take that side. There's the house on the hill right there. We came around the barn, worked our way through this field. It was pretty quiet. I dug something up there, and I can't remember. Oh, a piece of wire, piece of copper wire. Came through here and got a 50. 55. That was similar to a nickel on a Garrett. And I think this is a nickel. This is what just popped out right there. I haven't touched it yet. I was kind of waiting on Lance to get here. But it doesn't look thick enough to be a shotgun cap. So we'll get to this here in just a second. Can't win them all, can we?
No.
I just picked it up.
There's nothing going on down
Picked
there.
it up, and as soon as I picked it up, the dirt fell right through the middle of it. So that's what I got, is a copper washer. There's Lance. Sorry about the breeze. It's going to be breezy today. I think the winds are supposed to get up to around 30 miles an hour. I've got something brass here. I'm going to try to pop it out of the hole. I don't know if you can see that or not right there. I'm getting 67. Pretty much 67 on the machine. And I'm kind of, nope, that's not going to move. Wouldn't you know it? I thought that might move. There we go. I don't know. Ooh, it looks fancy. Looks fancy. Might be a button of sorts. I'm going to go with that. It's brass. I can tell by the color of it. I don't know. It's not very big. I just dug that little fancy star button thingy, whatever that was. You just saw a picture of it. I went back over the hole, and right next to it, I've got another little brass hit, and that's what. Oh, it's going to be a rivet. Yep, rivet. Again, if you're just joining me, I am using PlugMasterFord's Simplex Plus. I told him to leave the headphones in his truck. I don't use them out here. I like to be unbridled, if you will. Unless it's really cold, then I'll put headphones on. I like it. It's light. It is picking through the brass. Out here in this iron, there's a lot of heavy iron here. And I'm learning the machine, but I'm still just digging pretty much the mid-high tones on this machine. I'm in field mode, got my sensitivity down one notch, and I just picked this button out of here. Now, I've found eagle buttons here before, and I'm really hoping this is what that is. Maybe not. It might be an iron back. It might be a ball button. Might just be a flat button. A lot of dirt on the top of it. Iron backed, but I'm pretty sure it's got a brass front. Might have a design on it. Of course, I'll be right back. And the wind blows. And we're back. That's what it is. It's a overall coveralls button. Still got the shank intact. It is an iron back. I don't think I've ever dug a Lakin something. Looks like Lakin Mikey. I don't know what that says. Well, I did it again. Picked up some more brass. I don't know what it is. It looks fancy. It took me a while to find it. I'm still having a little problem pinpointing with this. Normally I would pinpoint off the coil, but it always seems that I'm maybe an inch or two off, maybe 3 inches off from the top of the coil. When I think it's in the right spot, it's actually probably right where the shaft meets the coil. I like the machine. It's very light, a little chattery. I've got a good idea what I'm hitting big iron because the numbers will jump all over the place and overload a little bit, but let's just get to it. This is what I got. Finally popped it out. Definitely brass. There's the wind. Oh, it's a suspender clip. But I'll take it. That's kind of a fancy one. Yay. Got to get all the dust off my machine first. We're out here in front of the house. At least Lance is. I probably will be too now. Got something fancy there. Looks like wings.
It could be the flying bullpen.
Oh, it is wings. Look at that. That's a bull. It's a flying bull.
What is that?
you picked the bull. Flying. That's cool. Look at that.
What do you
Got
think
a
it was? A
longhorn
pendant?
on it. Longhorn. It's got some writing on it. Stop just a second. Something food product.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a word at the top too.
Okay, this was
That's neat, man.
probably a giveaway.
And man, we were just talking. We have pounded this area. I mean, absolutely pounded. It's just that one tone that happens to grab you, and you go back for it.
That's exactly it.
There it is.
Let me see if I can read it for you real quick, and we'll clean it up later.
Way to go. Looks kind of like a key fob sort of
Looks
thing.
like-
I don't know. A pin.
It's
Oh,
Libby.
it's dated. Or is
Libby,
that-
Libby Food Product.
Oh, Libby food. How about that? That's pretty neat. Look at that, how that's laying. It's laying almost on edge. Oh, it's a wheat penny.
Is it?
I found wheat pennies in here before. Probably you
Yeah.
saw it earlier on my last video or this video. I'm not sure. But that's a wheat pen.
I like to use my my digger to reflect the
Yeah.
sun.
Pretty cool. Well, let's find out.
Blessed be the wheat.
Boy, that's a pretty green.
Oh, that's cute.
That's gorgeous green.
Fresh drop.
1919.
Woo!
Yep, 1919.
Awesome, Chris.
Yeah.
The year World War I was over.
Good. Oh, I see it laying there.
Greeny meeny.
Yeah. Grab
Let me
it.
get
Grab it. See what we got.
my brush out and we'll see what we got. It was in with so much. You could see I had to chase it. There was so much iron in the hole.
There was. I found Indians' heads over here before.
Oh, look at the detail
Oh
on that.
yeah, look how greeny that is.
Stay green. Stay green. Well,
1904.
4 or 1 or something.
Yeah, I'm saying 4 here from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I don't have one of them.
Well, I'm glad to add that to the bag today with everything
There you
else we
go.
dug.
Yep, I'm walking down to my metal detector. Left the camera in the truck, as I always do. I'm out here at the house, and this is my first good find of the day. At least I want to call it a good find. I haven't found one of these out here before. What I have found was iron buckle, half a horseshoe, a couple of shotgun caps. Got the AT Max 5x8 coil on it. This here is a lead bale seal. I've never dug one out here before. Still got the wire running through it. That's my first identifiable target, basically, and we are going to keep moving. I'm out here by myself, and got a few hours. There's really nothing I can do about the wind. I can try to block it as much as I can. Right over there is just where I dug that bale seal. Oh, right over there is where I just dug that bale seal. Still moving through here pretty slow. Got a scratchy 45 up to 52, 65 at the very highest. I didn't know what it was going to be. Thought maybe it would be brass, and I think that's what I've got here. I just cleaned it off. It's a Carhartt button in the shape of a heart. See if I can see that a little better. Well, there you go. Oh, I should probably come around the other side, but I'm not going to, just for the sake of time. I'm right here in front of the house. I'm trying to block the wind as much as possible, so if my finger gets in the way, I'm sorry. Working through here real slow. Back here is where I found the bale seal and the other little doodad I found, the Carhartt button. It's right behind me. Working my way up here to the road and working my way back downhill. Had a scratchy, and when I say scratchy, it's got a little pop to it. When it's scratchy like that, it'll jump.
The signal here was 67, 73. Thought it could be a penny. Just popped it out with the screwdriver. I don't know what it is yet, so I'm going to take it in and let's look at it. I'm thinking button, and I sure hope it's a, ooh, it's a two-piece. Oh, baby. What is that? It is an eagle button. General service eagle button. I can tell by the, I'm gonna get a brush on this, guys. I'm a little excited up here. Alright, well, in this breeze it's drying out fast, but you can kind of get the gist of it. It is a general service eagle button. I don't think there's a initial in the middle of it like an I or a C or an A or anything, but I will take it home, clean it up a little bit better, and of course you'll be seeing a picture of that right after this little segment.